Hey, what's up, Laker Nation, and to all NBA fans out there? So, what are five things that we could learn from the NBA bubble, from resuming the season? Ano ba yung mga matututunan natin dun ano ba yung mga hidden lessons na pwede natin matutunan dun sa experience na yun? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, the NBA resumed its season in a bubble. So, nirent nila yung Disneyland or Disneyland nga ba? Basta some place owned by Disney in Orlando para doon i-resume yung mga basketball games nila. Walang lalabas or walang papasok na hindi tested. That's why it was called the bubble. Okay, so it's the first of its kind na nangyari sa NBA. And since we're a basketball-loving country, I'm sure familiar naman ng karamihan dito. Okay, so what are five lessons na pwede natin matutunan dun sa experience na yun? Bri, uh, just to introduce si Brian, kasama ko, as always. Hi, Bri. Ano mo nga ba ang matututunan
Hi
natin
guys.
sa NBA bubble?
Ayun, pare. Number one na matututunan natin doon, adaptability. The show must go on eh. So, di ba, ang nangyari, yung naputol yung season dahil nga sa COVID-19. So, ang kailangan gawin is we have to make sure na protected yung ginawa ng management ng NBA. They had to make sure na protected yung players and everyone in the organization. And at the same time, magawa pa rin nila yung matuloy pa rin yung season. So, yun nga, that's why they decided to create a bubble. So, ganun eh. In our case, may mga ganyang blindside, mabablindside tayo ng mga bagay na, di ba, na hindi natin expect. Ang tawag nga is Black Swan event yan eh. Kung familiar kayo sa trading, alam niyo yung Black Swan na term. So, ayun, basically, it's something unexpected. COVID-19 nangyari. Ito yung may ginagawa tayo, may ongoing tayong ginagawa. Project man yan. Yun nga, in this case, yung NBA season. So, paano natin itutuloy with this changes in the environment or with this health protocols in place? Paano natin mapapagana pa rin? Paano pa rin natin matutuloy yung vision natin? Paano pa rin natin ma-accomplish yung goal? So, that's one thing that we can learn doon sa NBA bubble. Ikaw, Chong, anong take mo dito, pare?
And I agree. Kasi the NBA had all the reasons to stop the season. Kumbaga, ang hirap para gawin. Pero instead of focusing on stopping, kasi yung future ng NBA is going to be greatly affected kung hindi nila natuloy yung season. They focus their attention towards ano nga ba yung pwede natin gawin? Paano ba yung pwede natin gawin? As you mentioned, maraming instances in life na ganito. Kumbaga, may curveball na ibabato sa buhay mo and you have a choice to stop or to think of a way how to keep going. So I think that's a wonderful lesson sa dun sa NBA bubble experience. Number 2, Bray. What's number 2?
Number 2, it's never over until it's over. For Pinoy fans, Ginebra fans yan, never say die yan. So,
Never say
for
die.
NBA, ang ang nagpakita nito for NBA is, for me in my opinion, ang nagpakita nito is Denver. So, twice silang twice silang na 3-1. Utah, then Clippers, which is kumbaga expected to be on nalalaban dun sa Lakers. Pero yun, hindi nila inisip what's on the paper, hindi nila inisip yung mga opinion ng mga tao. Hindi sila hindi sila nawalan ng loob with that 3-1 situation. So, yun, until ang pwede natin lesson doon in our scenario, hanggat buhay tayo, it's not over. May magagawa pa tayo. It's not din, nasa 3-1 man tayo, halimbawa, in our current age, 3-1 man, may kukompare man natin sa 3-1 yung scenario natin. Pero until buhay tayo, hindi pa tapos yung laban, hindi pa tapos yung game. We have to keep on playing the best way that we can and keep on we take it one game at a time. So, yun din mako-connect mo rin sa focus. Taking it one game at a time. Focus ka sa game na to, then we'll take care of the next game after this game. So, ang kailangan muna natin is panalo kung ano yung ngayon. Then, next. Yun yung take ko dyan, pare. Ikaw, Chong.
Yeah, okay. So just to clarify, for those people who don't understand yung gravity ng 3-1 sa series, it just means the other team has already won 3 games at ikaw isa lang. And it's sa NBA, it's a rarity na makabalik ka from a deficit like that. Kasi best of 7 lang ang playoffs doon. Okay, so, but I assume if you're from the Philippines, naintindihan mo yung sinasabi namin. Yun, yung Denver Nuggets, they've been there twice na wala pa nakakagawang team nun. Sa isang postseason, bumalik ng 2 beses na 3-1 yung lead ng kalaban. Ano yung sabihin nun? I think it's mental toughness. Kumbaga, when the chips are stacked against you, lalong lumalabas yung galing sa'yo. Lalong ka napupush na I'm never gonna give up. Yun yung magandang lesson. For number 3, ako naman is yung hard work beats talent when talent is not working hard. Yun. Mm-hmm. Pero again, lahat naman ng NBA teams, they worked hard for this, definitely. Hindi ka naman magpapakulong sa bubble kung hindi mo paghihirapan yan and hindi mo talaga gusto eh. But, kaya lang namin nasabi to is because there are several teams that are more talented, more, kumbaga, sa predictions or sa forecast, mas deep yung team nila. Pero may mga team na nag-shine dun sa NBA bubble na hindi naman ganun kalalim or in paper, at least, na hindi sila ganun kalakas. And for me, yung Miami Heat, ano sila dito? Sila yung para sa akin nakakagulat, and Toronto Raptors din. Para sa akin, depleted yung team nila. Mm-hmm. Pero they were ready for this eh. They were ready. Tanong mo to, para sa akin yung LA Lakers at saka yung Miami Heat, kaya sila yung nasa finals kasi they were the most prepared. Kumbaga yung off time during nung pandemic, they stayed ready eh, sa tingin ko. Kasi may kita mo sa mga katawan nila eh. Hindi sila, kumbaga they were physically fit eh. Although, lahat naman yan maskulado, pero may kita mo yung kondisyon, iba eh. Parang hindi sila nagbakasyon. Sa akin yun, bro. For hard work beats talent.
Ako, I agree. Yun, possibly, in our case, maraming mas talented, maraming mas physically gifted. Kumbaga, pinaulan ng good genes. Pero, again, hindi mo naman makokontrol yun eh. Ang makokontrol mo is how do you make the most out of what you were given. How you play your cards. So, with the body that you have, with the resources that you have, paano mo ngayon i-maximize yon na mabibigay yung best result or best version na makukuha natin from those resources. Body mo, sarili mo, and the resources that you have control over. So, yun yung matututunan natin doon. Maraming, possibly yun nga, there are people na gifted in certain aspects. Like, for example, sa sports nga, merong mas matangkad, or merong mas, yung muscular structure or bone structure nila mas suited for that certain type of sport. Pero again, as long as gagawin mo, you focus on bringing out your best and doing your best and maximizing the gifts that were given to you, good tayo doon, guys. Yun yung paano natin i-apply sa buhay natin. For number 4, pare. Again, yun, connected. Focus on what you can control. So, sa akin, marirelate ko to dun sa sa Suns, Phoenix Suns. So, they were included in the bubble, pero kahit mapanalo nila lahat yung game nila, there's still a possibility, which is nangyari nga, there's still a possibility na hindi sila makapasok sa playoffs kasi nakadepende dun sa
Kalaban.
panalo ng na ibang teams yung kung makakapasok sila o hindi. So again, hindi nila pinansin yon. They just focus on what they could control, which is winning every game every game nila. Which includes game dun sa mga considered na top contenders for the title. Yun yung take ko dyan, pare.
Agree. Yung Phoenix Suns nung start ng bubble, they had to be perfect plus combined with a few losses sa mga kalaban nila para pumasok sila sa playoffs. So, even if gaya na sinabi ni Brian na perfect nila yung bubble time nila, hindi pa rin sila nakapasok kasi ibang teams yung nangyari sa kanila hindi sumang-ayon para sa Phoenix Suns. Pero again, yun they just focused on themselves, kung ano yung trabaho nila, what they had to do. Yung results, parang feeling ko, they don't regret anything kasi they did everything in their power para to give them a chance. Yun lang naman ang gusto natin sa buhay, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
We want a chance,
Given a chance.
Pero we have to work for that chance Kasi di ba, alam mo yung mga taong sa work gusto mo promote, pero bigay mo muna sa akin promotions, gagaling ako. It doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way. Kailangan ibigay mo na muna. Mauna ka na. Para sa Phoenix Suns, binigay nila, hindi lang sila pinagpala, pero that's momentum that they can take towards next season. That they know they can win. They know they can win against yung mga top teams. So alam mo yun, yung kumpiyansa, hindi ngayon. Hindi nila naramdaman yung fruits of their labor ngayon. Pero baka next year, dala-dala nila yun. Dala-dala nila yung, pag naka-focus pala tayo, kaya pala natin itong mga to Alam mo yung mga... So, in life, ganun din sa atin. Even if the chips are down, you just focus at the task at hand. If you don't win, we learned. Yun yung pinaka-importante. Okay, so, last but not the least, ano yung pinaka-huli, Bray?
Number 5, pare. Do your best even if no one expects anything from you. Again, for me, relate ko Miami Heat run ulit. No one was expecting. Possibly meron naman, pero a lot of people wrote them off na for the parang kumbaga wrote them off. They didn't expect na aabot sila sa championship. Pero yun, same thing with Phoenix. All they did was we take it one game at a time. Talent, possibly in paper, mas talented yung mga kalaban natin. Milwaukee Bucks, which includes Giannis. Then na face off din nila yung Celtics, which is nandun si Kemba, pati si Jason Tatum. Ayun. Pero yun, ginawa nila. Take it one game at a time. Pare-pareho naman tayong 5 players on the floor. We know our own strengths, we know our weaknesses. Then, we just have to work together as a team to win this game. Ganun yung tingin ko na mindset nila or the way they handle yung playoff run nila. So, ganun din. Sa atin, in our case, yun, possibly wala nang pakialam sa mga tao Possibly, yun, like for example, malilate ko, before, pag may mga lakad kami ni JP, never niyang expect na dadating ako or I'll be on time. Pero yun with your own decision, kaya mong baguhin yun Do it for you. Do it for your confidence. Do it for your self-fulfillment na, kailangan ko lang pala agahan ng 1 hour or 30 minutes para makarating dun sa usapan namin na time. So yun, yung mga ganun bagay. So possibly wala nang tiwala sa yung mga tao. Na kumbaga yun nga, they consider you as talk shit na or parang walang value yung word mo. Pero with pag binigyan ka ulit ng chance, take it, grab it, and prove them nga prove yourself na kaya mong you could be better. You could do it and you take action, you decide to do it and take the action needed. Yun yung sa akin dyan, pare. Ikaw?
Ako bro, medyo ano naman, kumaga a different perspective on yung number 5. Although agree din ako, Miami Heat din for me yung nag-symbolize nun. Pero sa akin, it's more of ito eh. I don't need yung opinion mo sa akin. If nobody expects anything from me, wala talaga. It doesn't matter to me if somebody expects something or not. Kasi I expect this of myself. Alam mo yun? I have everything I need. I don't need, kumbaga, positive affirmation from somebody else, from an outside factor. I draw strength from the work I put in and kung ano yung nararamdaman ko sa sarili ko deep inside. Yun yung sa akin Kasi yun nga yung Miami Heat, parang medyo stubborn yung dating nila yung laruan nila. So, for me, it's inspiring. Yun yung sabi ni Jimmy Butler, di ba? Everybody believes na kaya natin manalo dito sa team na to. So, even though everybody else thinks hindi, but sila tingin nila oo So, alam mo yun? You have everything you need within you. Kailangan mo lang talaga siya i-manifest into hard work, into preparation, di ba? So, yun yung inspiring for me doon. Yun yung natutunan ko or nakita ko sa NBA bubble. So, yun, there are a lot more lessons. So, hindi pa nga natin na-discuss yung kahit na ano about the LA Lakers, which is, syempre nasa Pilipinas tayo, Laker Nation to whether we like it or not. Pero, yun yung mga na-list naming mga lessons mula dun sa recently concluded NBA season. That's it for me, Bri. Any last words?
Ayun guys, kayo guys, ito yun nga, pagkaya sabi ni JP, this is yung mga na-list namin. Possibly kayo, may opinions din kayo, may ideas kayo, ano yung mga magandang lessons na pwede nating matutunan from that NBA playoffs nga. So, yun, if you want to share lang sa comments or email kayo sa beyondalphapodcast@gmail. Then, visit natin yung website, which is www.imbeyondalpha.com. YouTube account natin, search for Beyond Alpha Podcast. Then, click subscribe. Then, click the notification bell. Yung social media accounts natin at I am Beyond Alpha. Sa Facebook yan, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Then, same there. Sa podcast directory, search for Beyond Alpha Podcast. You can search it sa Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcast, and Google Podcast. So that's it, guys. Thank you for this episode and see you next episode.